Kiwi's Cooking Crew. My name is Kiwi. This is my YouTube channel. If you like this channel, please make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, tell all of your friends about it so that we can spread the love of cooking all across the world, okay? So today what I'm gonna make for you all is some shrimp and grits, okay? That shrimp and grits is gonna be so good. We're also gonna have a Cajun sauce that's gonna go on top of it that's gonna complement it really well. As well as we're gonna add some fried chicken to the mix, okay? So just make sure that you check the descriptions below for the recipe and let me know what you think in the comments. Stay tuned. So we're gonna go ahead and make our batter for our chicken. What I have for you is 2 cups of flour. We're just gonna put those 2 cups of flour in there, and then also now we're gonna add our salt to the bowl. And then we're gonna add our black pepper, our onion powder, our garlic powder, and then we're also gonna add some paprika, and then some slap your mama. Now we're gonna add some herbs. I have some rosemary, some thyme, some basil. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna just go ahead and get this mixed up really good. And just make sure that you actually mix it up really good so that it'll have a great blend of flavors once you add it to your chicken. And so now we have some shrimp, and what we wanna do is drizzle this with a little olive oil. And once we have that drizzled, we're gonna go ahead and get some salt added on here. That's gonna bring out all of the flavor. And we don't want too much salt, but just enough salt to get it coated. And then we're gonna add some garlic powder. And now what I have for you is some Zatarain's blackened seasoning. And we're gonna just add some of that seasoning to the bowl. And once we get that added, we're gonna just mix this really good just to make sure we get all of our shrimp coated up. And once we coat that shrimp, we're gonna just sit that to the side. And now let's move on to our grits. And we're gonna start with 4 cups of chicken broth. And once we get our 4 cups of chicken broth added to the pot, we're gonna go ahead and add our 2 cups of water. And let's get some salt added in there so we can make sure that we get this seasoned up. So once we add our grits and cook our grits in there, it's gonna be really good. And we're gonna add our grits in there slowly, and we're gonna just continue to stir that as we add our grits in. So now let's go ahead and get started on cooking our shrimp. We're gonna make our sauce in this pan as well as cook our shrimp. We're gonna go ahead and add some butter. Let that butter melt down, and we're gonna add some onions. And also next we're gonna add some bell peppers to that. And once we get the bell pepper added, we're gonna go ahead and get that seasoned up. We're gonna add some salt, and we're also going to add some black pepper. And once we get our black pepper and everything added in, we're gonna go ahead and let these veggies, we're gonna let that just sweat down a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and get our shrimp added in there. And just make sure you just add all of your shrimp and spread it out so all of it can get heated. Now that we got our shrimp in there, we're gonna go ahead and add some minced garlic to the pan. Maybe about a tablespoon of minced garlic, and then we're gonna add some fresh basil, and we're gonna add some of that blackened seasoning on top of it, and then we're just gonna give it a good stir just to make sure we have it mixed up really good. And once that is actually done, what we're gonna go ahead and do next, we're gonna go ahead and remove our shrimp from the pan and just make sure we keep those juices in there. Now for our sauce, we're gonna go ahead and add some cornstarch and some heavy cream. And we're gonna just give it a nice little whisk just to mix it in a little bit. And then next we're gonna add our white wine. And we're gonna mix that white wine in just to make sure that everything is mixed in there. And we're gonna add some salt to the mix. And next we got some Tony's Bold Seasoning. It's really good. When I tell you, it's actually really good. And we're just gonna mix this and let this simmer. Now with our grits, we have our grits basically ready. We're adding some cream cheese into that, and we're gonna go ahead and just mix that in and let that cream cheese, it's gonna actually soften and it's going to melt into there. And then we're gonna add some heavy cream to that just to give these grits some creaminess. And after then, we're gonna once we mix that in, we're gonna go ahead and season it a little more. So we're gonna go ahead and add our salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And we're gonna add some chicken seasoning. Y'all, this is gonna be so flavorful and so tasty. And we're gonna whisk all of it together, make sure it's all blended. And then we're also gonna add some cheese to it. That's some Gouda cheese. And then we also have some sharp cheddar cheese that we're adding. And once we get that done, we're gonna also sit that to the side and get started on our chicken. The chicken has been sitting in buttermilk overnight. And so we're gonna get that mixed up. We're gonna place that in the flour. And we're gonna put that in the frying pan. And once it's done, we're gonna take that bad boy out. Look how good that looks. And now we're gonna get ready for our plating. And let me know what you think about this recipe in the comments below. If you really like it, let me know. If you wanna make tweaks to it yourself, you can do so as well. And just let me know what you did different and let me know what you liked about it. Now, I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. Also, make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, and come back and join me. Till next time, bye.